Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kurt, and welcome back to Far Lands or Bust. Here we are in the hidey hole of the magical floating block of sand suspended by a single torch. Also got some crazy zebra striping going on for the wallpaper here, but no matter, that's not important. Gotta continue on to the Far Lands. Wolfie's out there, kinda near trees. I've had bad luck with the creepers and trees, but we seem to be okay. Let's protect our spawn point, grab Wolfie, make sure the compass is pointing behind us, and continue on to the Far Lands. This is episode 130, isn't it? Pretty awesome. Episode 130. Conveniently, we're up to 13%. That's a very light connotation, 130, 13, whatever, but we're up to 13% of our Child's Play charity fundraiser over at farlandsorbust.com. That's $4,077.44, so we broke the $4,000 mark. That's amazing. Oops. I appreciate, once again, all the support and continued contributions to that. It's a great cause, and you can keep doing that over at farlandsorbust.com, and like I said, as I announced previously, at 20% is when I'm going to release the video of me building the new computer system. That I think is going to actually happen this week. I'm thinking Wednesday is going to be a good day for me to get my computer building action on. But I'm going to hold on to the footage of that video until we reach 20% towards our goal, which at this rate is actually going to be happening pretty soon. I guess I have a little bit of an unscientific poll to ask you guys. When I'm making the video, do you guys actually want it to be like a how to build a computer, like a how-to thing? Because obviously there's far better guides and more experienced people out there than myself. So let me know. Otherwise, I'll just kind of make it a little bit more casual, just kind of a step-by-step thing. I'll try to be funny. I can't be as funny as I was when I was trying to build the Lego space shuttle. I was like throwing pieces around and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm not going to be throwing, hard drives around and sensitive computer equipment, but yeah, let me know in the comments what direction you guys want that to take. And I was also considering buying a new camcorder. The one I'm using I've just been borrowing from somebody, and it's just a standard def camcorder. I know I upload them to YouTube at 720p, but that's just because that's easier for me to... I have all the presets set up in Vegas and things like that, but yeah, let me... what was I saying? The camcorder, yeah, I'm going to stick with my current camcorder, just because then I'd have to... You know how I work, I have to research and take years and years to research which camcorder would be best, and I'd rather get this computer built in a timely fashion than have to wait around for that. So yeah, that's going on. I'm looking forward to that. There might be a little bit of a slowdown in videos due to that. Obviously, I have to tear apart my current computer. I'm going to be reusing the case and the hard drives and some other parts. So I'm going to... Hopefully, everything goes smoothly. I was lucky with this past build that everything went pretty smoothly. And, it only took about a day. But there is going to be some time where I'm going to have to get used to Windows 7. I'm currently using Windows XP. I tried, when it was first released, the Windows 7 beta. I ran into problems with Adobe. I only have Adobe CS2. I don't see a reason to update every single upgrade and spend, $800 or whatever craziness Adobe wants you to spend. So yeah, I know, because CS2 is kind of an older version, it might have some problems, especially since it's a 64-bit system, so we'll see. I might have to do something about that. Not looking forward to that, but yeah, so anticipate a minor slowdown. I'm trying today and in the next few days to get a bunch of recording and editing and just get a bunch of videos ready to go, so there isn't much of a lag in videos. I did do a bunch of recording over the weekend and late last week for really exciting stuff. No spoilers, but a few new ideas coming through. Hopefully they work out, and I enjoyed recording them, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching them. I'm not sure when they'll be coming out, So look forward to those. And of course, as always, got Farlands Bus, got Driver San Francisco, got Castaway I got to get back into. I just do that in random spurts. I do my other series as Castaway. But yeah, I've got to defend the Villagers and Castaway. I've got to take some time to make sure I have all the save files and everything set up, because that would suck if I switch computers and then I got to start Driver San Francisco over again. So yeah, hopefully that'll go smoothly. I'm looking forward to it. And then look forward to, hopefully by the end of the week, we'll be recording and rendering on a brand new system, and joy will be had, and happiness will be vast, and I don't know. I ran out of words. Vocabulary fail. But yeah, there's that. And I want to thank Tom for giving to the Farlands Bus tip jar to help out ease the pain of the new PC build. Although he earmarked his funds to get painkillers and some tape for my broken toe. Which 1 week later, I did that last Sunday. It's doing good. Today I'm trying out, I've been taping it up to the next toe. Is that a pink sheep? Pink sheep! A magical and mysterious beast of magic and mystery, who apparently enjoys rubbing his face on the side of dirt. What is wrong with you, sheep? Get out of there. Nope, not interested. Okay. Well, guess what? I'm going to shear your glorious pink wool and then waste it while creating a bed. I think that's only... I haven't really been paying attention, but I remember when they first added the colored sheep to the game, I saw a pink sheep right away. And then that was way early back in Farlands Bus history. And I don't know if I've seen any since then. But yeah, there's that. So look forward to that. The toe, like I said, is getting better. I'm trying out today without any tape. See if it has any objections to that. I was finally able to go grocery shopping. It accepted some shoes without much pain, and it's a good thing I didn't starve to death due to lack of food due to toe injury, so that's good. So that's where that's going. What else is up? I'm going to be recording another... I want to get done today another Stellarium video, because there's a lot of fun stuff happening in the sky. You might notice that Jupiter and Venus are getting closer and closer together, so I wanted to get out a video dedicated to that and other exciting things you guys can look forward to in the month of March 2012. A Observer's Guide by KurtJMac. I guess. I don't know what to call that series yet, but we'll figure it out as we go. What else is up? I think that's where that's going. I can answer some questions as the sun sets. A few questions from user LZ Miluna. LZ Miluna. I will say that's a soft J. What's this? Death. First of all, they asked, how big is your save file? The save file I just checked is 2,696 megabytes. According to Minecraft. I know that's not terribly accurate, but that's right before I started this episode. That's how big the world save is. And yeah, this wasn't one of his questions, but a lot of you have been asking, once I build a new system, will I be able to update the map at farlandsbus.com, the overhead map? Just because I've actually rendered it in Cartograph G, but it's just so difficult to work with in Photoshop for me, because the file size, even though I've split it up into multiple files, is just, every time I do a slight resize or I adjust the map to match, the website layout, it takes 20 minutes for Photoshop to render, the save file. So I'm gonna, hopefully, like I said, the whole thing with Adobe works out with the new Windows 7 I'm setting up computers, so maybe we should avoid cacti. That hopefully the new system will be able to help out with that, and I'll be able to do that at a much quicker pace. Alright, elevated hidey hole time. That's probably high enough. And a boop. Woof. And a bed in the pink wool. And let's go to sleep, and then we'll continue answering questions when we wake up. Radiant Awakeness. Indeed. Let's see. The next question LZ had was, can you play with the render distance on far with the new computer? I'm anticipating so because that is a limitation of Java. It only allows you to do that if you have the 64-bit Java. So having a 64-bit system, that should allow me to do that. So yeah, it should be not only in Far Lands or Bust, it should be interesting to see farther in Far Lands or Bust, but my other Minecraft series is, get some nice scenery going on. But yeah, that's a thing. If I were to do that now, it would crash quite frequently. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And like I said, even also playing more modern games or with higher graphical settings. I don't think I'm still not sure I'm not going to be recording at 1080p. That just is a little bit of a waste to me. It takes up way too much size, and it's going to, I'm not upgrading my internet. It's going to take longer to upload 1080p videos. But yeah, I think for video games in general, 720p is fine on YouTube. His last question was, did you get to see the Northern Lights? Like I mentioned in the last episode, there was a CME that hit. They actually, when it hit, it was actually not as strong of a solar, geomagnetic storm as they anticipated. It's still a very inaccurate science to predict those things. Some places in Europe got some good sky shows. It also was mitigated by the fact that it was a full moon, and the moon is bright as hell when it's full, so that would really have washed out the faintest of aurora you would have been able to see. So yeah, I didn't get to see any Northern Lights. I really didn't look. We have our astronomy club has a message board, and people were going back and forth saying, yeah, I'm not seeing anything, and there's different measurements. The index of the variability in the geomagnetic storm was going down, and it really wasn't looking like it was going to work out too well. So no, I didn't. I know there was another CME that was sent off. I don't know if it was as strong, so they're expecting throughout perhaps the week a possibility from this one sunspot that's facing the Earth currently, more and more solar storms. So it's possible things could be ongoing, and certainly let me know in the comments if any of you were in high enough latitudes and clear enough skies that you were able to see anything. But yeah, I wasn't able to see the Northern Lights, and still, I never have in my entire life been able to see the Northern Lights. It's unfortunate. Gotta take a trip to Alaska or something sometime in the next few years, I think, to be able to see that. It's on the list. It's on the bucket list. But yeah, thanks for your questions. I guess in a roundabout way, this question I sort of answered, but Gideon Wells asked, how do I get my Minecraft window to size perfectly to 720p, 1280 by 720, without doing it full screen? I use a program called Sizer. It's a Windows kind of utility, and it allows you to punch in custom window sizes, and when you have it running, just in the background, you can right-click and say, okay, oh, careful, how did you hurt yourself? You fell in the water. When you can right-click and say, okay, size to 720p. And it's actually, in terms of Minecraft, I have to size it a little bit bigger than 720p because that includes the size of the window, the toolbar, and the slight, the 4 pixels or so that creates the window in Windows, which actually that might change in Windows 7, but I'm a little bit worried that this ice ocean is a little bit too big for Wolfie to keep spawning, so I'm going to head towards land. But yeah, it's a program called Sizer, just S-I-Z-E-R. It's freeware, as far as I'm aware. No, yeah, it's freeware or shareware or whatever they call it. Yeah, and I just installed that and added my own custom resolutions, and I have a little shortcut that says, okay, Minecraft 720p, bazoonga, and then that works out well. For the game like Driver, that doesn't work. It only has set settings, so I play at, 1600 by 900 or something. That's the same aspect ratio, but then when I render it out in Vegas, it renders it down to 720p. So yeah, that's how I do that. I guess that question came from when I did the 10% video, and you guys were, checking out how I make the videos. So thanks for that question, Gideon Wells. What else? I was talking about flight simulators and Yellow 13 Firestorm. Ooh. Take that, floating slab of snow. Wolfie seemed interested in. He asked if I like Ace Combat. Oh, Okay, I'm fine. What was it? The one for PlayStation 2. There was a couple, but the first one for PlayStation 2, was it Ace Combat 4 or something? That was still one of my favorite, or one of the best PlayStation 2 games that I believe, in my opinion. It had, despite the fact that it was a flight simulator, it had like a really good storyline happening in the background, and it was just well done. So yeah, I really like the Ace Combat series. I haven't gotten in. That's obviously not a flight simulator. It's really more arcade-style shooter. But yeah, I haven't since then played any of the Ace Combat games simply because I haven't. My last console. Oh, excuse me. My frog in the throat. Yeah, I haven't. The last system I have is the PlayStation 2, so I haven't checked out any of the Ace Combat games. Are they making them for the PC at all? I don't think so, because Sony owns the Ace Combat title. It's their development, isn't it? So well, but yeah, haven't been in with the Ace Combat since that game. But yeah, I really enjoyed that game. And then the older ones, and the earlier PlayStations. What is going on here? Oh, is this a... Oh, I think it is. Wolfie, sit down. We have some exciting exploring to do. Something to break up the monotony of the walk. Well, this one seems like it's deeper. Zombie spawner. Let's check out the perimeter to see if we could find any treasure. Nope, so far. Oh, didn't really mean to do that. Come on, big money. Big money, big money, big money. Alright, I'm going to have to block this water off because it's going to be nothing but problems. I should block it off with the pink wool. Yeah, let's block it off with the pink wool, because we're crazy. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Let me get the... Oh, sand. Actually, I have sand. That'll... And that did nothing. Stop it. Go away. Where's this water coming from? Yep, there we go. Alright. Excavate the dungeon. Am I not going deep enough? Or we need to go deeper. Alright, if this is another dungeon without a single chest. What? Yeah, oh, there isn't a single chest in this. That sucks. Ripped off here. Yeah, I mean, they only appear on the walls, don't they? What a bunch of balls. Oh. Let's see if I can levitate another piece of sand. Oh. Too slow. Yeah, I don't think there's anywhere else where a chest would spawn. Honestly. What a bunch of balls. Alright, let me get my torches back. Well, that was an interesting find, albeit a fruitless. It wasn't fruitful. It was lacking in fruit. So, yeah, that happened. All right, I'll leave you guys there. Whatever. Let me build a staircase out of here. Oops. Boop, 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 boop. All right, let's go, Wolfie. Hi, chicken. You are the guardian of the dungeon. The chicken guardian. All right, well, another surface dungeon. Find a lot of those, and I know in every other episode or so, everybody comments, "Oh, you missed a dungeon to the left there at this marker in time." And yeah, I'm sure I missed quite a few of them. To be honest with you, it's not something I particularly look out for unless they're directly in my line of sight. So I appreciate the tips, but not really my main area of concern. Indeed. Oh, it's getting dark out. There really isn't much in terms of features. I guess I can make a hidey hole in this flat little island over here. I guess that works. As long as Wolfie spawns. There he is. Have a seat, good friend. I will dig the final hidey hole of today. And I will toss a snowball at the setting sun. Kaboof. Oh, is this all sand? This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work at all. Especially now that my my shovel died. Alright. I don't think I have to worry about too much spawning, because this is a small island. Boop. And shovel. Thank you, good sir. I'm looking for some sort of... Oh, I just knocked out my own torch. Some sort of solid stuff I can dig into here. Okay. Hey, stop it. Alright, this is an awkward height. Oh, go! Don't do that, Kurt. Alright. Oh, oh. Alright, this is a deep hidey hole. Let me actually cover the top up with dirt. Awkward hidey hole. Alright, I guess that works. But you guys are really probably face-palming. Like, what the hell is he doing? Alright, bring this downstairs. I don't need it up here. Thank you. Do that. Alright, well I guess we're kind of safe down here, but, huh. This was weird. Oh. Okay. This is what I'm going to have to do in order to make this habitable. I guess I'll just have the pillar out or something. Strange hidey hole of the day. So yeah, end of the episode here. I can remind you guys to head over to farlandsrobust.com to continue contributing to Child's Play charity. Gosh, I can't figure this thing out without the whole sand island collapsing on me. There we go. This ought to work. Yeah, farlandsrobust.com to keep contributing. And like I said, when we reach 20%, I will upload the video of me making the new Farlands Robust computer. Let me know what kind of video you want that to be, if you want it to be like a serious how-to. Like I said, I'm not an expert. This is the only the second time I'll be building a computer from scratch myself. So I'm already anticipating so many comments. Oh, you shouldn't have done it this way. You should have done it this way. Oh, that CPU cooler is too big. You didn't need that. You wasted money. Blah, 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 blah. So just take a chill pill and accept the fact that I'm going to do things the way I want to do my own things. So yeah, let me know what kind of video you want that to be. Let's make a boat, I guess, while I'm here. I should have used that pink wool. What am I doing? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Get out. Sand. I don't need you. I don't need you, cobblestone. Indeed. So, yeah, we're deep down into the depths of this sand island. What else don't I need? I don't need that pink wool. Alright, these pants can get out of my life. Because I can't, in 1.7.3, it's not like I can repair stuff, so carrying around that broken armor is kind of pointless. But yeah, whoa, I am really totally out of tune with the ending of this episode here. But anyway, yeah, thanks again for all the contributions. If you like this episode, if it wasn't completely scatterbrained there at the end and you feel like you want to give it a like, that always helps. If you're not, you can subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And keep asking me questions in the video comments. Also appreciate all of those. But in the meantime, my name is Kurt. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.